We are back here in Madden 26 franchise mode with another speed rebuild, and today we are doing the Miami Dolphins. And so if you're new around here and you haven't seen one of my speed rebuilds before, basically the challenge of this video is I only have 10 minutes to make trades to try and improve this Dolphins team and turn it into a Super Bowl winning team for a one-season simulation. And quickly, a shout out to this commenter for suggesting that I do the Dolphins in a future speed rebuild. That is why we're doing the team today. And yeah, with that being said, the Dolphins are an 81 overall with an 83 offense and a 79 overall defense. And here on offense, we only have one player above a 90 overall, and we only have one player above an 85 overall as well. And that's Tyreek Hill, and our next highest rated player, Jalen Waddle, 85 overall. So yeah, this offense doesn't really have that many high rated players despite being a higher rated than the defense. We only have one player above an 85 overall, which is like not very good. And of course, Darren Waller did just come out of retirement a couple weeks ago. He's an 82 overall, he's here. And then of course, there was the Minkah Fitzpatrick trade a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, this Dolphins team is pretty far off from Super Bowl contention, but you know, that's why I'm here today, to be the GM for 10 minutes to see if I can turn them into a Super Bowl winning team. But yeah, just looking at the offense, it is an 83 overall, but it does still need a lot of work, and there's going to be a lot of trades on offense. I can say probably the only untouchable right now is Tyreek Hill. Other than Tyreek Hill, I would say I'm pretty willing to trade everyone. Maybe Jalen Waddle, I'll probably keep him. So I guess our two top wide receivers are untouchable, but outside of that, I would say pretty much anyone on this offense could get flipped for an overall improvement, because we're trying to win a Super Bowl here for a one-season simulation, and right now 83 overall, that's very far off from where we want to be at. But checking out the defense, of course, Minkah Fitzpatrick, as I mentioned, highest rated player on this defense, and the only defensive player, well, Zach Seiler, he's an 87 overall. That's pretty high. But outside of that, we have Jalen Phillips, 82 overall. So we only have a few players on this defense that are at least an 80 overall. One of them being rookie Kenneth Grant. I think he's going to be pretty good, but that's besides the point. Mike Hilton, he does have an upgrade to get him up to a 77. I guess we'll do that really quick. But yeah, just like the offense, this defense does need a lot of work as well if we do want to win a Super Bowl here in this one season simulation. And just looking at the defense, I think my only untouchables here, Minkah Fitzpatrick, of course, it's going to be very hard to improve upon a 92 overall safety. And Zach Seiler, I can't imagine I would trade him. Maybe Kenneth Grant as well. Like an 80 overall on the defensive line is very solid, but granted, he also would have very good trade value as well. So maybe I do flip him for like an 85, something like that. I mean, I would take an improvement. So I guess maybe Kenneth Grant isn't untouchable, but I would say for sure Zach Seiler and Minkah Fitzpatrick are. But yeah, outside of that, I think that is enough of me yapping. I think we should go ahead and jump right into this 10-minute rebuild and see if I can turn this Dolphins team into a Super Bowl winning team in just 10 minutes. And alright, I got my timer set up right next to me. I'm going to go ahead and start it here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 10 minutes on the clock. So what I want to do first is I want to trade Tua and see if I can get a better quarterback. So 82 overall, I'm thinking anything like at least an 85. So Justin Herbert, he's an 86. We could go for him. What's Jared Goff's overall? Just out of curiosity, 87. He's also 30, so his trade value might be down a little bit. So let's see if we can get Jared Goff. And then who else do we want on this team? Like, we could also ask for like Taylor Decker. And then, I don't know, like DJ Reader would be nice, but I think that's maybe a little bit of a stretch. Alan McNeil, maybe, if we could get him. So what about just this? Wow, that's actually a lot further than I would have thought. So actually, let's just put DJ Reader in the deal. How far? Okay, it's about roughly the same. So if I put in a second, does this, okay, maybe not. What if I were to put, let's just say, Jordan Phillips? I don't think he's going to do much for the deal. What about Patrick Paul, though? If we added him in the deal? But that's actually very close to going through. Maybe next year's second, and we get this monster trade with the Lions to go through. Okay, we don't. What if I took out Jordan Phillips and put a third rounder in? Dude, that is so close to going through. Wow, I did not expect to be able to get this to go through without multiple first round picks. We're only doing one first rounder, and we get Jared Goff, Taylor Decker, DJ Reader. That's huge for our first trade. And Wow, so we're just like a minute 30 seconds off the clock, so that's huge. We get our quarterback, so I think we can trade Alexander Madison here. I would like to pick up a third wide receiver that's like at least an 80 overall, so we can do that. And our offensive line just got a huge boost. We do still need a right guard, right tackle though, so we will keep our eyes out for that. And I would like an improvement at edge rusher as well. We have some good edge rusher depth though that we can trade, so that's nice. And also some corners and some linebackers as well. So let's go looking around. I think we could go to the Browns, pick up Jerry Jeudy as well as Tevin Jenkins, and then I mean Jack Conklin, I guess we could bring him in. Actually, Joe Bitonio. We'll take Tevin Jenkins out of the deal. Or what we could do is we could get Tevin Jenkins and move him to right tackle. Maybe that would work. And then also JOK. Oh, we can't ask for JOK as well. You know, I'll take Tevin Jenkins out of the deal, and then we will ask for JOK and see if we can bring him in. So I will put Tyrell Dodson, I hope I pronounced that correctly, into this deal, as well as Jonah. I'm honestly not even going to try pronouncing that last name. And then 2/3. Just how far does this get me? Wow. Okay, we'll take Joe Bitonio out of the deal. What about just a goodness gracious. Okay, I was expecting that to have a lot more on it, but yeah, we'll just move on. Is what it is. So where do I go with this? I mean, like, we do need offensive line, like Cody Mauch, Luke Godecki. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. I mean, Levante David, last year he was really easy to trade for. Let's just see. Okay, I mean, that's decent. Like 2/3 maybe. Okay, yeah, maybe we'll take Levante David out of the deal, and we'll just go for these linemen and see. So if I were to do 2/3, a fourth, maybe that's overpaying. I don't know. We get 2 linemen though. That's what we needed. If we overpaid, we overpaid. Who cares? And my phone turned off. What's the time we're at? 6 minutes. Okay, so we're doing very good time-wise. And yeah, we do need another wide receiver, so we can do that. Tight end, I think we're fine. We don't really need to improve. We can improve upon center. I'm not too concerned about that. I would like to improve edge rusher though. We can flip Jalen Phillips, and then of course we do need another linebacker as well, and some corners. So, and we also do have 2 first rounders to work with. So what is Josh Sweat's overall? Or not Josh Sweat, Montez Sweat. He's an 81. But I mean, Josh Sweat from the Cardinals, he is an 85, I believe. Yep, 85. So if we could go for him, Garrett Williams, I would take him. And then Jalen Thompson. What is our strong safeties overall? Okay, 74. So yeah, I would 100% take him. So I will take the wide receiver out of the deal, and I will put Mike Hilton in without any draft picks. That's actually further than I would have expected. Okay, so yeah, if I were to put 2/3 in this deal, I don't know, that's probably not gonna, yeah. So I mean, I'm willing to trade a first. These are a ton of improvements, so I will do that. But I would like to see if I could maybe get a third back. Maybe not. What if I take out the third? Okay, I'm still not even far enough. What about a 5th and a 4th? Is that going to be enough? Okay, what if I take out that 5th, put in this future 4th? Is that going to... Okay, dude, you're kidding. Okay, what if I take out the strong safety and put in this 5th? Will that be enough? Okay. So... Oh, that's already in the deal. I'm going to have to give up a 3rd. So I'll take these 4th rounders out. Is this going to... Okay. We'll put in this 5th and 6th. This should be enough. There we go. Josh Sweat, Garrett Williams, Jalen Thompson. Welcome to Miami. So those are some huge pickups, and we have 4 minutes to go. So let's just see here. Quarterback, obviously we're good. So center, I mean, Aaron Brewer, I'll shop him just to see if we can improve upon it. And then maybe Bradley Chubb, we can improve upon him. And corner, we will definitely need another corner. So let's just actually look for someone that's... Goodness gracious, that was a bad voice crack. Teron Johnson, Matt Milano, I would take him. And then Joey Bosa, this is a trade. I think it's pretty similar to the one I made in my last speed rebuild that I did, which if you've not seen it, I recommend you go check it out. But wow, that had like nothing going for it there. So Maybe just trading for Teron Johnson. Actually, who's the Bills center? Is it Mitch Morse? Oh, he must have retired. Connor McGovern. I mean, he's a 1 overall point improvement. So, I mean, we'll just see. Is this... Wow. I did not expect that to go through. But, I mean, we'll take it. We get Teron Johnson. Huge improvement at corner there as we have 3 minutes to go. So, now what do I still need a wide receiver? Okay, so I'll just trade the first 80 overall wide receiver I see. I'll go for. Like, I really don't need a major improvement. So, it's just wide receiver 3. Like, I'm not too concerned. Keenan Allen. Like, does this go through straight? Okay, I thought maybe there was a chance. But what if I were to just do a 4th and a 5th for Keenan Allen? Okay. 6th, 7th. Does this go through? You are kidding. Wow, okay. What if I were to do Malik Washington, add him in the deal? Dude, you're actually kidding me. All this for Keenan Allen. Ollie Gordon, we'll put him in the deal. Maybe I can keep some picks if I put Ollie Gordon in. There we go, Keenan Allen. We get wide receiver 3. And we got 2 minutes to go. We do still have 1 first rounder. I would like to make a trade with it, because otherwise I'm just losing value on that. So, yeah, we could... Oh, no, we don't need to improve safety. So we can actually flip him and Ashton Davis. And, I mean, we could bring in another corner. I would like another linebacker, though. 100%. And then we could also improve edge rusher. Maybe upon Bradley Chubb. Improve upon Bradley Chubb. I kind of stumbled upon my words there. But yeah, linebacker for sure. So actually, let's go back to the Bengals. Logan Wilson. And then they do not have Jermaine Pratt anymore. So maybe Cam Taylor-Britt. Let's just see. Oh, dude. Oh, I did not realize my first round pick was in that. Oh, I did not realize. Oh, I just sold so hard. Okay, I need to keep moving. I forgot. I thought that was my 3rd rounder, but I don't have a 3rd rounder. Oh, that is so embarrassing, dude. Okay, we got a minute to go. We got to just move on. That's so bad. I can't believe I just did that. Wow. Okay, yeah, just move on. That was horrible by me. Goodness gracious, bro. But yeah. So, I mean, we get Logan Wilson and Cam Taylor-Britt, but I overpaid so badly on that. Oh, that's so horrible. Okay, we'll just have to move on and see if we can improve upon edge rusher really quick. So we could get Montez Sweat, but I'm looking more for, like... I mean, Joey Bosa, does it go through for this deal? We don't really have the draft picks. Dude, I can't believe I traded my first rounder in that deal. That's actually so bad. Does this go through for Joey Bosa? It does not. We'll just have to move on. For Nick Benito, I mean, could we also get, like, a linebacker here? Like, Alex Singleton, I would take him. Does this deal go through? Oh, you're kidding. Take Alex Singleton out. Oh, that's so close to going through for Nick Benito. 7th round pick, Nick Benito. There we go. Welcome to Miami. So we got 10 seconds to see if I can maybe get one quick trade. We'll just put all my late round picks in and see. Maybe I can trade Terrell Dodson. 4 seconds. Come on. Can I just trade TJ Edwards? Does this go through? Okay. Okay, well, we weren't able to get another linebacker. I cannot believe I made that trade with the Bengals, though. Dude, I was thinking my 3rd round pick was in the deal, and it was actually my 1st. That was such a loss of value, but I guess, you know, accidents happen. It is what it is. That's such an embarrassing one, though. That's so bad. I can't believe I did that. And Chop Robinson, I could have traded him. I could have probably put him in a deal, and he would have had a ton of value in a deal. I should have flipped him 100%. That's also a huge mistake by me, but... yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I will adjust a few positions around, and then we will check out what the team is looking like. So the new and improved Dolphins team is up to an 86 overall, 87 offense, 85 defense. So the offense was an 83 before, if I'm not mistaken. So we only go up by 4 overall points, which I would think this offense would be rated a little bit higher, considering we improved so much. I mean, this offensive line... significantly better. We improved quarterback by, what was it, 5 overall points. Tua was an 82, or maybe it was an 83, I don't know. But we also brought in Keenan Allen, which I don't know if wide receiver 3 affects the overall, but I mean, probably not, so I guess maybe that doesn't have an effect on it. But yeah, 87 overall. This team, I think, is in a very good spot compared to what it was 10 minutes ago. I think we made some pretty good trades here. It probably would have been in a little bit of a better spot if I didn't completely sell on that Bengals trade. I still can't believe I did that. That was so bad, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. But yeah, this offense is a lot better. I think we are in a pretty good spot to contend for a Super Bowl. And if you saw my Titans speed rebuild, I won't spoil it, but if you have not seen it, I recommend you go check that out. It was a very fun one to do, by the way. If you saw that one though, you would know that the Bengals offensive playbook is still elite. It might actually be better than it was last year, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, apparently EA said that playbooks don't matter as much this year compared to last year. It's clearly not true because the Bengals offensive playbook, like, I won't spoil what happened, but it was something ridiculous that happened with the Bengals playbook. We'll just say that. So yeah, with that being said, we are going to use the Bengals offensive playbook. Defensive wise, I have no idea what a good defensive playbook is going to be. So we'll just be using the base Dolphins one and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the Bengals offensive playbook is just ridiculously good. But yeah, checking out the defense now, the defense got completely flipped upside down. Like, we have new starters everywhere. We have new corners, new defensive linemen, new linebackers, completely new edge rushers, new safeties. Like, this defense got flipped upside down. I believe it was a 79 overall before, if I'm not mistaken, and we are now up to an 85 overall. It does feel a little low just considering how much we actually improved this team. I guess I won't look too much into it just because we know this team is very good, offense and defensive wise. This team 100% will be a Super Bowl contending team, without a doubt, in this one season simulation. So yeah, I guess the one thing we have to do now is simulate the season and see how this team does. Before we do that, we'll do a quick record prediction. I think this team, I mean, we should win our division. I can't imagine we would lose it. I mean, I guess the Bills really are our competition, but we just took Teron Johnson from them. Who else did we get from the Bills? We also got Connor McGovern, so we took away their center. But I think that's it. I don't think I got a third player from the Bills. I think it was just those two. But yeah, I guess the division will come down to us and the Bills, which, I mean, I guess it could go either way. The Bills are a very good team in Madden. I don't know their exact overall, but I think they're one of the highest rated teams. But yeah, I think we do have a pretty good chance of winning our division. I think my record prediction will be 12-5. I think like 11-6, 12-5, that'll be our range. So yeah, I'll lock in my record prediction at 12-5, and you guys can comment a record prediction if you would like. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and sim through the season. And as this season simulation is going on, if you guys have enjoyed this video so far, feel free to let me know in the comments which team you guys would like to see me do a speed rebuild of next, and I will gladly pick out a suggestion for a future one. So we go 11-6, that's about what I expected. I did say 12-5, but it was close enough. Our defense sucked, goodness gracious, wow. I did actually switch the defensive playbook mid-season. Well, it was about like week 6, but I mean, I guess week 6 is kind of mid-season. I switched it to the Steelers one because the Steelers defense was like ranked number 1 in terms of total yards, but wow, the Browns seem to be doing very good. So I think it was like, yeah, week 6 or something I switched it to the Steelers one. But I guess apparently that did not seem to help us because the defense was doing very bad when I switched it, and it still did bad throughout the rest of the season, clearly. But goodness gracious, that is horrible, dude. For an 87 overall defense, the fact that we're in the bottom 10 of everything is actually insane. But the Chiefs defense was horrible as well. They're 29th across the board in terms of everything on defense. So I guess even though our defense sucked, I guess the Chiefs defense sucked equally as bad. Well, not equally, they were a lot worse than us. But yeah, in terms of offense, averaging 51 rush yards a game. I mean, that's just what happens with the Bengals playbook. For some reason, your running back just hardly gets any carries. It's actually so annoying that you can't do anything with that. It's just how the playbook is. But yeah, we averaged 307 pass yards per game. That was good enough for first. I'm sure that's first by a wide margin. And on average, we were the 7th highest scoring offense in the league. So yeah, I mean, just checking out league leaders, I'm sure we're going to have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill both on there. Over 1,000 yards. Jared Goff, he went insane. So I mean, Jared Goff did throw for like 600 more yards, but still the Bengals playbook is like ridiculously good. Like, if you check out the Titans speed rebuild, trust me, you will see just how crazy it actually is. But yeah, I mean, the stats don't really matter all that much because this is just a one season thing. Out of curiosity, did Jared Goff... No, it goes to Patrick Mahomes. What a surprise. Jared Goff was 4th place. And Coach of the Year goes to Nick Sirianni. I'm in 8th place here. Is what it is. We're not here for seasonal awards, though. We're here for a Super Bowl. And here we are taking on the 88 overall across the board Kansas City Chiefs at home, Hard Rock Stadium. So I'm assuming we won our division. Yeah, we went 11-6, so the Bills go 9-8. So the Patriots and Bills tied going 9-8. So that's not what I expected. I thought the division would come down to like a game or two between us and the Bills. But I mean, I guess it did come down to 2 games technically, but still, I don't know. I just did not expect it to shape out that way. And yeah, the Chiefs are the 6th seed. They go 10-7. And just looking at their team ranks really quick, we already went over the defensive ones, but their offense was very good scoring and passing the ball. Of course, Patrick Mahomes did just win MVP. 4.3 thousand yards, 48 touchdowns. So, yeah, Patrick Mahomes is pretty good, just as he was in last year's Madden. But in terms of rush yards, though, they did not run the ball very well, even though they have Isaiah Pacheco, who's like, I don't know, in the 80s in terms of overall. But it was just like last year, how the Chiefs' offensive playbook just barely gave your running back any carries. It very surprisingly carries over into Madden 26, when apparently playbooks aren't supposed to matter as much anymore. Like, seriously, who would have thought that nothing would change from Madden 25 to Madden 26? But yeah, we will sim, and we win 31-20, and now we take on another 10-7 team, however, ranked significantly lower in terms of overall. The Tennessee Titans, of course, led by rookie Cam Ward, and just look at this, man. This same glitch happened last year when it would show the wildcard round team, their team ranks here. Even though it's the divisional round, like, the same glitch happened last year. It's so annoying. Even though, like, this is kind of like a small thing, like just going over the team ranks, it's not really that big of a deal. But I mean, it's just the fact that this glitch happened last year and still just no fix to it. But I mean, the fact that the glitch was happening last year and it still is happening in Madden 26, I mean, that just goes to show how much effort and care they put into developing these games, which is unfortunate because I feel like Madden could be such a good game, but when there's so many little glitches like this, it starts to add up and it just gets really annoying. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna rant about Madden. I do that enough, and you guys aren't here to see that. You guys are here to see the Miami Dolphins go on to win a Super Bowl here in a 10-minute rebuild, and we lose to the Titans, dude. No way. Dude, 28-25, you're joking. So I gotta see, what is the issue here? So, I mean, we had no fumbles, nothing like that, no interceptions. We just lost by a field goal. I think maybe it was an overtime game. Let's just see. It wasn't. No, it was a regulation. We lost by a field goal. I cannot believe that, dude. That's actually insane. But yeah, Jeffrey Simmons just dominated 2.5 sacks. We didn't even have a single sack. Wow. Yeah, that's frustrating, man. I can't believe we lost 28-25. So we beat the Chiefs, who were a very high-rated team, 88 overall, and we lose to the Titans. Wow, that's frustrating, man. But the Ravens end up blowing the Titans out before going on to win the Super Bowl 20-14 against the Seattle Seahawks, led by Sam Darnold in his first year there. But yeah, with that being said, that is going to be the end of the Miami Dolphins speed rebuild here in Madden 26. Very disappointing ending, but you know, I guess you can't win them all. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to let me know in the comments which team you guys would like to see me do a speed rebuild of next. And I did just do a Titans one not that long ago, so feel free to check that one out if you are interested. I also will have a ton of other Madden 26 content coming out, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.